Greetings, greetings, all divine beings. It is Witchy Poo coming back to you with another video. And if you are feeling kind, please subscribe. It is KK time. No, KZ time. I don't even know this woman's name. Kim Zolciak. She is a Taurus. Go figure. So we are going to just read the energy. I got the vibe and the mood set. A lot of stuff going on in the energy with this young woman in the present. So I'm going to try to focus on what's happening now, anything that's going to come out here in the future, any signs that just want to be given through the spirit. I have no control here, right? But I got the vibe, I got the mood set right. So we are going to get started at this time. I hope everybody enjoyed the last live at the witching hour. Please go back and watch it if you have not. And I believe it was for Aries this rising. Okay, without further delay, we're getting started. As you come in, please hit the like or dislike for me to get me in the algorithm. Taurus. All right. I do have 2 decks here. 3 on standby, if you really want to say that, with the Literary Witches Oracle deck. The present and the future seem at an even low split. On the bottom of the main deck that I'm going to use is Strength, Leo Energy. Okay, well, we're walking into this season, so I don't know if she has children. Somebody is a Leo that was born around this time, or just whatever it is. She's got a lot of confidence, okay? But the confidence comes with overcoming what people think, because she has she may have some history and just likability. And people, it's hard, but people want to see her win and more or less struggling. So there's sun hidden behind some sort of new confidence that's coming in. She may have some stories, some real mantra. She's trying to produce to have her look like a victim here. But the inner strength is here. It's brave to think or do this kind of thing, but the embarrassment is kind of... it doesn't feel here. It's a tension that she's liking for some reason. It didn't pop out. Spirits, with sign symbols, downloads, and messages do we have regarding Kim Zolciak, Taurus? Oh, wow. Wow. This one had to come out again as we was beating it down. Listen, this woman is wrapped in control of what she's getting ready to come out. Like she did in the past. Now, I don't know if this is going to be picked up by a TV show or a company, or, something that she's going to do on YouTube, because it's easy money without control. But in the past, she's coming back like she did with the real bravery of not being embarrassed. She wants a story to come with it. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. There is nobody working with her to get this done. So if I say she comes back, it really may be a YouTube thing. If she's coming out, she's not embarrassed, and she needs to make money, this is where it is. Like, nobody's working with her because of her ego. And it may be her poor motivation too. A lot of laziness is surrounding here. Final card in the future is the Knight of Swords. This is Gemini, Taurus energy. So she could be here with somebody else. This is blowing in with an action that's very aggressive. She's going to be even more meaner than she was before. Like the mean girl vibe comes in always, but this is somebody who's just now a tyrant because of what they lost and is frustration. But they're also reckless, okay? Very, very materialistic with that hand. The next card is the World. She will be successful in this, just because, I mean, I'm not saying the color of her skin, but that's achievement. She's Caucasian. People are going to be wrapped in some sort of historic, I don't feel like destiny, but they want to hear more. They want to hear more to gain some peace. People want to see her win for some reason. So she knows that people don't want to work with her, but people want to see some sort of train wreck. They want to see something that's happening here. Incomplete success in the past through her confidence. We have the 2 of Wands, Aries energy. She's doing bad planning, whatever this is that she's trying to come out with. And then the last cup is the 4 of Cups. This is Cancer energy. There's more feelings, but lastly, it's like You dealing with somebody who's completely like unhappy. She's not happy about the age. She's not happy about dying, going away. In the future, we're mourning. We're saddened by something, but I feel it's just discontentment in her energy and who we see as a person. She's got to be stripped bare naked. All right. Tell me what's happening here. I'll stay here. What's with the Strength card in the past? Four of Wands, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords. This young lady has, I guess, been born into this kind of whole confident female of empowerment where she can get people and do what they want. But it seems like because there's something running out of time, luck, looks, all that stuff, it's blocked. She's not really happy with everything that she has accumulated because she's doing something that's extremely excessive. And when you're doing something in an excess, you're happy to do it because it feels good, but people don't want to be surrounded by that fire, by that overconfidence, okay? So now Libra comes in with this Queen of Swords, more actions, and she's got bitter feelings over her kingdom, over this home, over this man she used for much, much more than youth and money. It's like more. Nothing ever will be enough, I feel like, in the past, because she was always looking for something. But now it's like pessimistic. She's a pessimist, harder than she was in the past. And this is really what that four, now we're talking about the foundation of self. This is something that is always going to cause conflict with these girls, her children, as they grow up. There's nobody really supporting her now in this transition because of her instability. So money was the thing that kept people hanging, wishing. All right, you got the Six of Hellfires and the Lovers. So Gemini energy is here along with fire. The problem is she bit the hand that really fed her. What really is making sense, because with this Gemini coming in, there may have been somebody already involved, but she kept pursuing and was persistent until she split something up, and now karma may be revisiting. So now, because she, had a major choice to leave this young boy alone, she didn't. She forced upon something that I feel like it was new to him. It was fresh. So there was a balance that kind of harmonized with. But now it seems like this past, she's not going to accept some sort of lesson, because she'd rather capture the minds, the heartstrings, and some sort of attention. She's on this kick to feel the replace of this home that was destructed here, but she was a big part of it. What is all this? Let me grab. What does all this mean in the past? I am a little early, so do have business to attend to, but we're gonna spread this out as long as we can. Help us out here. Smoke really picking up was. All right, so the fantasy. She's not embarrassed by this fantasy that she had because she lived it. Y'all got to see him up front in person. But there's something that's always going to be blocking her achieving this again. Whether this is this men, people know who she is now. Whether it's having too many children or the fantasy of just money never running out. But now there's a big wall and border surrounding her that feels dark. She's going to have to do a lot of things on her own. And it's like in the past, but now it's even harder because nobody cares. They just want to see the train wreck, and they know that she's not capable of being sincere. It's always about attention, like superficiality type shit. Let's keep going with the Three of Pentacles. Now, right now in the present, there's nobody working around her because she's not motivated. She may just be laying around, got that red cup filled up to the top. The kids are much older, so she doesn't have to fend as she used to this kingdom. This Tower is Aries energy in reverse. The Moon is Cancer. And then the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn. I'll start here. Because the laziness is just because of a minor depression. She still has some sort of actual confidence, right? That's just who she is as a person. But because, like, right now, she's just trying to find people who are dependable, trying to find a strong team that's not going to leak stuff here and really get something under her belt. There are 1, 2, 3 snakes around, 4 in front of her face that she may be worried about, or just having some debate. Something's taking a long time to move along here in some way. She's trying to delay the inevitable by answering questions, seeing stuff in the public, but we've already like solved this disaster anyway. So the confidence doesn't shake what she really feels with the laziness and embarrassment over drinking. She just doesn't want to deal with it. All right. It's really come to a point where now it just feels like, oh, I'm confused. I'm so traumatized. And like this boy did something to her, and he really did nothing. He gave her everything he got. When really it's like the hands are up as this Caucasian woman is afraid of the wolf. That's really her. That's really her. What's going on here now? She's still maybe trying to find money to gamble. Something with the tongue. You got the 9 of Bibles, the 3 of Skulls. Those 2 girls she's using and she's never used before. Those twins, I don't think that she has faith in letting them go right now. That's not it. It's these 2 girls. So they really have a problem. If it's out here in the public, there's actions being thought about. There's separation. All right. She's raised them to be on this sort of level to think that they can have all this stuff. And they've obtained, but she's also taken away. She's created some sort of separation between these girls. So that's a real big problem here in the present. But these other children, she don't have faith to let them go just yet. They're her material things she thinks she's going to collect. Bieberman, whatever your name is, bro, you need to kind of lock up what you have left. Any proof of evidence, because she's coming to get security for them. There's the praying mantis. How much she's drinking. She's thirsty. And the fact that she's in solitude right now, but she's coming back. She wants it to be a mourning situation where everybody feels bad. This just comes through as very, very sad, very heavy. But really, she's thirsty. She's really back thirsty to do what she's always been, and who she is praying mantis. What do? They have sexual intercourse and they bite the head off the male figure. She's coming for you. Lieberman, she's coming for some payday. She really thinks she's going to get what you have left. I do see the Knight of Swords is next. Now, this is Taurus and Gemini, okay? Why do we have this here? It's the Devil, more Capricorn. Capricorn's all over this thing. Cancer, Gemini, twice, 3 times. She's got her hands in this. This is the foundation, right? That base card. She's got her hands in something that feels tactless but action orientated. So her ego may be running people away where she can't get stuff done, or like talk to these girls or find a new man. It's something like along those lines. We got the Queen of Cups, the Devil, and the 9. So I want you to know the feelings that she's in are really she's being calm, honestly. But the calmness is what she's trying to look for in a new support system, right? She's trying to look for an advantage as to where she can rise up again. So there's a lot of thoughts and there's a lot of actions. And we have to know she's not sleeping very well because she has to keep putting on this front. But the depression in the future is going to kick in at a breaking point if she can't find a decent support system. That's really what it is. But she also has an addiction. The addiction is not here to be focused on and looked at, but it's her inner demons she's always suffered with here in the future. It's always been a thing of the past. So, you know, these children, these girls may now have realized that, hey, you know, she may be trapped in something that makes her think and feel this way. And she's looking for sympathy in some way. But she's an addict. An addict in something here. And then you got the Hermit. So the solitude, like I said, that she's in, it's really not, it doesn't mean shit. The ring don't mean a thing. Virgo's here. She's just lonely because she feels isolated from the world and all the, fire and passion that she had, or y'all had for her for some reason. It's also to see that she's going to recluse herself here in the future for a moment. This thing that's going to happen, she's not going to come out right away because she's got to clean herself up. The paranoia that she has is with the people that's surrounding her. She's always used to, like, having control of things. But here, now, with this end of the completion, number 10, you're dealing with somebody who doesn't feel like they've done shit. They're just exhausted. They may feel at a loss. Because what, YouTube money, selling clothes, how much is that going to get? She's still doing something that's hurting herself. That's an addiction. The horns are poking right through the skin. So whatever this is starts with an internal realization rather than just thinking that she needs people around her to help her rise again. A lot of debts, but really she's looking for Bieberman to, like I said, she's going to be devoted into getting her hands tied into music that makes sense, numbers, money. And right now that may be all that be the focus, is because she needs support for these children that belong to him. Not the older ones that's making their own money. Well, let's just say we go forward here in the future. We're going back to the past. What's with this world? What's the success? Seven of Cups, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Rosie stopped. She's jumping from couch to pillow post, sorry. Ace, 9, and 7. I'm going to start with self first, number 1. Uno. When we see that clouded judgment comes from confusion that we've created, whether it's the steps we take or the people we surround ourselves with, it's all in the part of confusion that we allow to happen. You allow disrespect. You allow people to take your money. You allow things to go in a negative manner because you accept, okay? But this hostility that she has for, like, the wrong person, it's pointed in the wrong direction. So right now, she's stubborn. She don't want to hear shit. This is like such a struggle, maybe knocking on the bedroom door. Mom, I need some juice. What are we doing? It's a defense. I wouldn't want to be in this woman's presence. Because right now she's just refusing to see error in ways. And she also may be refusing to, like, compromise with leaving this Bieber man alone. Whatever his name is, the ex-husband. Just leave him alone because she's taken enough here. And that's the magic number. Like, she's completed it all. What he had saved, what he didn't, the feelings. Like ꫻ᴗ, she took everything. And I'm not being disrespectful. But this is somebody who really didn't have any purpose. And now they really feel a lack of that. Like they did in the past. So the confusion can't come, even though she's praying for clarity every single moment. Because there's a lot of distractions, and it's still of something that's done in private. You got the moon again, so the moon has popped out twice. The truth is being illuminated to you at this time. But you also need to see that she's not tapped into any intuition. And if she is, it's all wrong. It's wrong in the mind. She's sitting waiting for somebody to kind of reach out and save, but it's not going to happen in the manner because they're afraid. And it's still the wrong people anyway. They're out to try to get a little bit of history, what's left to ruin. So they know, the smallest thing that's said, any dark movements, anything that's just not in agreement, she's going to explode like this volcano here. There's the card telling the whole story. I need y'all to see something else. Tell us more, please, while we're here. So there's some history that's going to come out that'll shock the world. There's also death being avoided or sad about going. She may just think about that, getting old. A lot of people do. But there's more dirty laundry that's going to air very soon that I think she wants to not have stink up and make room for her to get like something beneficial. But I don't think it's going to happen on her own. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen with other people. It's going to have to happen on her own. Excuse me. Because it's just too much wrong, too much stuff here that just doesn't feel sincere at all. The next one we have is moving them right in the center so we can stay focused. The Two of Wands in reverse. Why do we have this here? This is Aries energy. She has a lot of unpaid, like, things happening because she did a lot of bad planning, and she's maybe trying to avoid somebody that worked hard to protect her or give her something. She really is in fear of what's going to happen here in the present if she says something or if she moves too soon, because she's really not in the right stable mind to do any of the two. You got the Nine of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and then the Lovers again, the Lovers in reverse. So when we got started, the Lovers was up here in the past. The Lovers is here in the present. Gemini energy. Gemini's been all over this. I don't know anything about this woman. I don't know anything about any of these people. I really don't care. And that's what we're going to get into Krishan. We're going to light that up. We're going to play back some replays, show some cards, because I don't have time for manipulative energy, and I really don't care about any of this stuff, so that's where it starts, right? You got to care. You got to be passionate about something, right? I don't care about these people. But I need you to know right now, if she's seeing somebody, there's trust issues because of what's come out. If she's seeing somebody, there's trust issues that they don't know what's going to happen next because of all that has been found out. She's a great liar, and that disconnects with bad choices, and that disconnects with her seeing that those bad choices are what always leads her to something that's in her feelings that she's dissatisfied about. Disappointment. A disappointment comes in the Pisces energy, but she's like a wrecking tyrant of a control energy, of a controlled thing where it's in imbalance constantly. Now Taurus is here, and this is the Six of Pentacles, and I need you to look at this beauty here. This is her sitting right here for y'all to see that when it comes to generosity, she abuses people. She abuses things. She may even get more caught up in some sort of kind of spider web because somebody's going to extort for who she owes, or gambling, people at the casino. Somebody's coming forward. She owes big time. Big unpaid debts. Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's here for y'all to see it. And I think that now, because she keeps doing this with her appeal as getting more exier, that she thinks that this is going to work out in her favor as she gets older. But I think that's where she knows she's not. So now we're talking about something major she may do with her face, body, next bit of money, and she's really going to screw herself up. Something's not going to work out. Her mind's not where it needs to be. She needs she needs to go back to childhood thinking. Let me see that. Yep, there's some sort of old wound we need to heal, because right now she's trapped in an illusion of self, and it's Grandra. All right? Very much so here. Final part is the Four of Cups. I'm going to clear all this out and focus on that one. We got the Two of Bibles in reverse. This is nothing but chaos. This is like just the mind in general. Like I said, with people not wanting to work with her, she has lost faith in everything that I think she never agreed with from the start. She just saw a big ticket. She knows she's getting older. Death is constantly on the mind. And so is hurting herself with an addiction. This is just complete and utter chaos here. This is just, it's too much to bear. And right now, whatever she's doing that's in secrecy is not helping here. Four of Cups. I've got a headache. What are we doing with this Cancer energy? There is some sort of a social event coming. Something's happening. Social status. Atlanta, whatever this thing is. You got the Two of Swords, Libra energy, the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius, and the Six in reverse. I'll start here. This is the only one upright. So this fire sign comes through as somebody who wants to change, who wants movement. They want it fast, but they're still suffering with demons, anger issues, addictions, bad, just not really willing to wrap around and change the arrogance, okay? So if you can't do that here in the future still, you got to know what's coming. More confusion. And I may be giving a truth overload to people who just don't believe but just sit and watch tarot, or me for some reason. But this woman is suffering a lot of indecisions from, things that she's damaged in this magic kingdom, this place, this thing she's always wanted in this home. She's ruined it. And it's no steps of her own that she's willing to take because they're too old, worn out, washed up. They're not thinking the same. So money has really changed. And now we're going to have a lot of failure come in because it's going to be harder than it was with people not willing to work with her. They want to hear the story, but it's still a fall from grace. She's going to have to work hard to get away. Wrap this up today. All right. It's moving very slowly. It's going to happen, but it's not going to happen in a precise, fast way. She still has hope, but she's wrapped in ignorance. Those can't mix. So if you still are hopeful, but still are extremely over arrogant, then you got to know things are going to slowly happen to come to you, even if at all. She's just very fragile. She's very fragile in this moment and really wants sympathy, but she is not the victim as she portrays to be to these people. The final one is the Nine of Horns. If you can look at that demon with the wig and the hair going forward. No, not jokes, not funny. It's hair. But the year that we're in, the number 9, the truth coming to you at this time. This woman is afraid to admit guilt. She is also needing to find a lot of help for a lot of mental health issues. And we always say mental health, but it's the addiction that's really got her overstretched. We'll put it that way. It's going to take her a while to come out because she still has shame and guilt, but her confidence overrules the tyranny, and she may have one person down. There's one person down that's telling her to chill out. But there's so many rats around, all that stuff doesn't matter. She's still going to make something difficult. Good luck to her.